Voting continues behind me at the town hall here in Greenwich, Connecticut, known as the hedge fund capital of the world. In the state of Connecticut, there are 750 hedge funds. But in recent years, some prominent hedge fund managers have left the state. That comes as the state has hiked the tax rate twice in the last decade. It's faced a budget crisis, and over the next few years is projected to have a budget deficit of about $4 billion. So in focus today is the election for governor. Two businessmen are running on the Democrat side. There's Ned Lamont on the Republican side, Bob Stefanowski. Now, in an interview with CNBC, the head of the state's hedge fund association told us that the industry is really split between red and blue, but in focus will really be the ability of the next governor to lower their taxes.
Maybe the new regime will take a closer look at the tax base and a closer look at the personal income tax rates that have been applied here. And maybe, if we're lucky, we'll have an opportunity to start to roll that back. I think it's unrealistic that we'll eliminate the state income tax entirely, but hopefully it'll start a new conversation about that.
Stefanowski is campaigning to phase out the state income taxes over the next 8 years. In an interview with CNBC, he said he plans to slash spending in order to pay for the cuts. His opponent, Ned Lamont, on the other hand, is taking a more muted approach, saying that he would like to trim taxes for small businesses and property. Now, the race is expected to be a close one. Coming into today, the polls had the two candidates really neck and neck. So we'll start to see those results really trickle out as the polls here in the state of Connecticut close at about 8 p.m. Eastern time, guys.
Do the hedge fund industry, do they ever have an impact in this race? Do they pour money behind candidates because it matters so much since they're all based there?
So we took a look at some of the campaign finance records, and there's not really a noticeable difference. Part of that is because these two businessmen on either side have really self-funded the bulk of their campaign. And we also look to try and compare them to previous races as well. But it's really difficult to do that because a lot of the people who run here for governor are self-funded. So it's just kind of small little amounts from individuals. It's hard to make an exact assumption of really how the hedge fund managers are feeling when it comes to campaign finance for these two candidates.